Hey guys, it's AJW, and today we are going to be doing something very different indeed. Today we are going to be taking down our nether fortress, which we've discovered a long time ago, but until now, I just a few minutes ago came back from a nether fortress raid, and I came back with a whole lot of stuff, as you can see. I got some gold, I got some iron, and I got 5 diamonds, which is awesome. And I actually or before that, made 2 of them into a sword, and I didn't actually want to damage it because I wanted to use this sword purely on this nether fortress, so yeah. Anyways, so one of the problems that we had when we were going into our original nether fortress, if you remember, was that there wasn't any nether wart, so I had to find another nether fortress that actually had some nether wart, and yeah, so that's basically what I just did. The other one's much further away, it's much larger, but I think I'm going to try to stick to the simpler one for now, but yeah. Anyways, 44 nether wart. Yes. So glad that I finally have that. Anyways, so, if you know anything about nether fortresses, then you'll know that you can avoid almost all of the enemies by taking a fire resistance potion. Blazes, actually, the only way that they can damage you is, first of all, by hitting you, as in actually touching you, which doesn't do too much damage, especially if you have full iron armor. And the other way that they can hurt you is they can just burn you, which you can get around with a fire resist potion. And that basically makes it so that the only thing that's sort of threatening is wither skeletons. So if you're not using a fire resist potion on another fortress, then you probably should. Anyways, so if you don't know how to brew, basically you just put your ingredient up here, and you can put as many bottles down here as you want, and basically the effects will apply to all of them. It doesn't matter where you put them, and yeah. So there's more complicated brewing recipes than this, but I'm just going to be making a basic one right now, which is just the basic potion. You need nether wart for that, and that's why you need nether wart to make all potions. And when you're mining, you always make sure that you always get a bit of redstone. That's going to come in a minute, but the next thing you do is you basically brew in your active ingredient, which in our case is magma cream, and that basically makes the potion into a potion of, what's it called? A potion of fire resistance. So nether wart basically makes it into a potion, and magma cream makes it into a potion of fire resistance. And then the reason you want your redstone is that it's always going to basically make it so that it's longer. And yeah, see, these are only last for 3 minutes right there. Well, once we put this redstone in, they're going to last for 8 minutes. And yeah, there's really no reason why we shouldn't do this, so yeah. Anyways, so once I've got all of these brewed, I'll be back with you guys, and yeah. In the meantime, you can watch this footage of me initially actually finding the nether wart. So yeah. So generally when you go into the nether, you're only going to want to take 2 or 3 of these potions actually with you, and that's because there's still a possibility that you could die. And these things are basically one of your safety guarantees against stuff that can't really kill you. I know this is sort of complicated, but you see that ghast right there that just shot a fireball at me? When I was crossing that bridge, he almost knocked me into the lava, so you have to remember at all times that it's completely understandable if you die, so you don't want to use stuff. And here's a blaze right here. We're going to chug our first fire resistance potion. You should also probably know that fire resistance potions will save you from lava at the same time, so yeah. Anyways, so you're generally going to want to try to light up the outside of your area, and that's just because the outside area really, it's basically the area where the blazes can escape. Generally, the inside area is where you want to try to fight them, but at the same time, the blazes are pretty easy to fight once you have the fire resistance on, but the thing is that they can go out over the lava, and then you have to hit them with a bow, and also their blaze rods fall into the lava, which you don't want to happen. Anyways, you might have seen that I've taken a bit of damage from these blazes. That's because if you actually touch them, they can actually hurt you, but it's not going to be much, especially with full iron armor like I have. Anyways, continuing on, try to avoid wasting your fire resistance potions because they are sort of valuable, because in order to make the magma cream you have to either find a magma cube every time you come here, or combine blaze powder with a, what's it called, slime ball, and that will make it. Anyways, so as long as you have your fire resistance potion on, you want to be generally trying to grind in the areas that the blaze spawners are, and yeah, never, ever, ever attack a zombie pigman. You just don't want to deal with all the pigmen in your world. Wither skeletons are going to be the only really big threat that you're going to face. The wither effect is very, very bad. They give you skulls occasionally, but you usually want to just avoid them, because it's simpler to just fight the blazes and get the blaze rods. Magma cubes are one of the #1 things you want to find, because if you find them, it practically guarantees that you're going to be able to come back here without having to fight any extra, what are they called? Baby slimes in the overworld, because they give you magma cream, which you can use to make more fire resist potions. In the end, there's 2 real benefits from fortress grinding like this that are applicable in normal Minecraft, and the first one is that you get to enchant stuff. You need lapis for that now, though. And yeah, so basically, I'm going to save up for that, because generally smite is very good in nether fortresses, because it allows you to like 2-shot the skeletons. Actually, I think it lets you 1-shot them occasionally. But anyways, the other benefit is blaze rods, and the big use that you have for them is you're going to need them in order to find the dragon, because you need to make Eyes of Ender, which require blaze powder. Generally, you're only going to need about 20 blaze rods in total if you're going to go to the end, but I just got some extras just because. You can also use them to make strength potions, and more of the fire resistance potions. So yeah, that's basically the main benefits of going to the nether. Yeah, overall, I think I'm going to get a bit more XP and get that smite enchantment, because I want that on my sword, and yeah, I know, I'm like the only person out there who actually wants smite on a snowwood. So yeah, that's just about it. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.